What's good, y'all? What's good? You know what I'm saying? About to hit a little bit of streaming in the future, so you know what I'm saying, had to get the whole setup ready. But if you're watching a playback, basically I did hold on. How long ago was this? I did hold on, let me see how we sounded first before we get into this. Let me see if we sounded good. What was this? I did hold on, let me see how we sounded first. Alright, straight. Cool. But when was that? Damn it. Yeah, almost like a week ago I was supposed to post this reaction. It gave my shit a strike. Not a claim or anything like that, or blocked worldwide or partially. Nah, strike, bitch. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, why did my screen freeze? Then it said, blah 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 gave you a strike. I'm like, damn, bitch, I didn't even post it. They said, no, we're not gonna let you get the chance. But yeah. So, I was left with 3 choices. So basically, if you're getting this within like 24 hours, go check the community tab on the channel. 24 hours is when I'm gonna make that decision, because if I gotta do just a review of the season, I need to be able to know to watch it. And if I'm doing a live watch along reaction, then I gotta know to do it on the channel. But so I'm gonna just be talking about some of the things mostly pertaining to the video that was not able to be posted. And yeah, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, when it come to a strike, I'm taking no chances. And it seemed like that's a Amazon thing, cuz back when it was seasons 1 through 3, they gave me no types of problem whatsoever. I don't even think I got any type of like claim. Then it came to season 4. You already know the struggles with that season. One of them was blocked for the first part, was blocked for the longest, until basically around the time when I did the final part. Like every day, at least once or twice a day, I would take something out. I took like 9 minutes out of that first part. Like the timestamps messed up. Like I'm not going back and doing that. Then it came to season 5. Now, season 5, you know what I'm saying, that was it was a little delay in that, because basically I did the first part, and then the second part was gonna be 4 episodes. And I was like, let me just make this 2 episodes and like to get something out. And I think that was when the issues was happening with the Last Kingdom, so I was like, let me focus on this real quick. Then gets to the final part and blocked. So I don't know what it's gonna look like if I go into season 6. I'm not gonna let them get the chance. So either I'm gonna just do a live or watch along reaction, or y'all just see the community tab. But yeah, so I just got like a couple notes that that I made after seeing me get a strike on my shit. So the first one, I mean, I guess it's a good thing that it didn't happen, because it's one of those moments where I'm like, well, and then I stop talking and I'm like, nah, let me be quiet. Then I get later into the episode, I was like, wow, that actually was a thing. So the first thing I'm talking about is the rogue missile. When it was having their little fight with the Belters, the Rocinante. Basically, in that moment, I was sitting there like, thinking, oh, one of them missed, and I was gonna say, turns out that's the proto-molecule, but then nothing ever really came of it. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess that wasn't a thing until we get to the end of the season and they're like, oh yeah, what if one of them missed, or whatever the hell they said at the end, basically pertaining to proto-molecule. And I was like, wow, I actually was right about that. But I'm gonna be honest, I was not feeling Naomi's post-airlock story, like her fixing the thing. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it 100% honest with you. After a while, this is probably the only, like, the third or fourth time I did this. After a while, I started skipping her scenes. Not like straight off next scene and da da da, but like skip a couple seconds. It's the same. Oh, let me go outside, drink my sweat, and then I was like, I don't really care. Like what I said in the reaction was basically, doesn't really matter what character it is. Like if there's not another character for them to interact with, or something grand that they're really doing that, see, I don't even know an example off the top of my head that's gonna really get me to care, to be like, oh, this is interesting to watch. She was trying to stop the message. Okay, the message was annoying in itself. It was just annoying altogether to constantly hear that message over and over again. But trying to stop it, alter the message, trying to get her message out, and then trying to do her little things with the thruster or whatever. I was like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna go through this, bruh. I'm trying to think if there's a scene where there's a character by itself that's extended to the point that was not like, oh, 5 minutes of scene, but 5 minutes of scene split up here and there. But I'm trying to think. See, there's at least like some character, like for instance, I Am Legend, you at least have the dog, you at least have Sam. But with Naomi, you have Naomi and then her constant AI voice going over and over again. All right, another thing that I talked about in the reaction was Amos's L. Now, I think I vividly remember putting it in the video, so it must have been the part before, but I don't know, that wouldn't make any sense, or maybe it's in the trailer reaction and I don't remember. But someone had made a comment. Basically, I'm pretty sure it was either after the I am that guy moment, or it was that I am that guy moment. And I was basically saying like, yo, Amos, you're goated. Like, don't fold on me later on. Like, don't pull some BS later on and like pull a Jaime Lannister, or don't pull like some BS like that. So a comment said, don't worry, he won't. So that was in my head when it came to the scene. Like, if you seen my, like, specifically Fear the Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead, for the most part, the characters kind of know what they're talking about when it comes to like survival instances. But Fear the Walking Dead, my biggest problem with that was we have to be the good guy and this, that, and I'm like, it's survival. What are you doing? This doesn't make any sense. So when it came to Amos, and okay, at first these are, random civilians, and like, all right, bet. So we don't really need they're not that much of a threat. Like, okay, we can say, they could be a burden or whatever, but in that reaction I said, hey, if y'all want to come through, we gonna put y'all to work. Hey, y'all three, y'all gotta cook, y'all gotta do this, that, and the third, and then y'all gotta do some lifting equipment, this, that, whatever. Y'all gotta do something to pull your weight. Now we're not gonna say, oh, you didn't do anything, but everyone else did. You don't get to go. But still, I would have put them to work. But that wasn't a big deal. But then we get to these rent-a-cops talking about some, y'all are threatening us, bruh. Y'all got goons with you armed. We pull out the blickies. We got some people with the vantage point. We can easily smoke y'all. Maybe you lose one casualty, if that. Y'all do be having your little magic killing things. We saw that fake ass Mark Houston lookalike. What was his name? Eric or whatever. His little right hand looked like Marquise Houston. I was trying to figure out what you look like, and I finally figured out in that part. But you got shot. We just used a little magic little healing thing, and I was like, well, I thought it was hard to heal in 0 Gs. Wasn't that like a plot line of when the rings opened up? And so if anyone, you know, maybe one, maybe two would have got shot, do whatever you got to do with that. But still, the smart thing is to not let them walk away. If anything, keep them there guarded while being subdued. But what is Clarissa? Oh, we gotta stop doing this. Clarissa, the other refugees, that's cool. They were, from what we've seen, they're not really a threat to us. These rent-a-cops, they are a threat to us. Move out of the way. And Amos was like, just walk away. Amos, what are you saying, bro? This is gonna come back to bite y'all in the ass. What did it do? It came back to bite y'all in the ass. So that was an L, and I was like, I immediately thought of that comment because you jinxed it, bro. You jinxed it. It was what it was. Next we got, I don't even remember your name, Brody. The Secretary General. Bro wanted to switch up. Listen, you basically told Avasarala straight to her face, yeah, there's these 14 line of whatever blah 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 amount of people who died, and yeah, now I'm that person. And it's like, bro, how did you get to that position, bro? So then he was like, yeah, I would really like you to join my cabinet. Then want to try to switch up, act all hard and stuff after you did one good speech that probably Christian wrote for you. Do you want to try to, like, bro, it'll be different if like Nancy or even like someone who's been in that situation. But when your first introduction is saying, hey, I'm only here because more than 10 people died and they were in line before me, that's not a good look. Oh, I need to go to the previous Secretary General. I need your help. One thing that I was not feeling at all, I made a note of it in the reaction video, was it was pretty idiotic that fake Idra. I made a note that she looked like Idra from, I don't know if that was in this video or not, from the 100. But you know, when Marco and Kamina had switched one person and she was the person that went over, it was pretty stupid that, like, plot wise, that she just took off her mask on her helmet to go over there and just fall and do, oh, now and that's how she dies. What? All right, bro, it'll be different if her mask was not on in the first place, or maybe her it was restricting or whatever the hell, malfunction or something, but her to just be like, take off mask so I can get up and boop, oh, now I'm dead. Like, I was like, bro, dude, what is this? But speaking of Kamina, man, she was going through it. I was making a note of it. I was like, yeah, like, bro, Fred, uh, her station, um, what the fuck, dude? I can't believe I did you like this, bro. I can't believe I just blanked on your name, Brody. Ashford. I wanted this. What's his first name, like Claus or some shit like that? But Ashford, she thinking she losing Naomi and now gotta go against her people. And then she got this whole family here that's like in ruins. And then at the end it's like fractured completely. Yeah, she was going through it, man. Speaking of the Belters, that was a Belcher joke, bruh. All this build up just to get hit with a
really, nigga.
And then I said in the reaction, I'm like, well, I'm glad Tyrion never got to make his joke, cause who knows if it would have been good or not. I think that was the third time that joke was mentioned. Second time for sure, but third time that joke was mentioned. Just for us to be let down. I was just sitting there like,
bruh.
All right, Marcus. Oh, and that was a good moment that was cut out. Not really good moment, but like good moment as in like the scene mixed with the reaction. See, it's not the same of me talking about it, but the of when Clarissa joined the team, and like he was like, oh, remember this, that, and that? So yeah, a lot has changed, and we got each other's back, right? All right, come on out. They just look at each other. Holden was just like lost for words. And I think one of the things I did remember that, is not really tarnished by not being shown the genuine reaction was like, oh, and they had to make a note that, she knows how to pilot because we just lost Amos. And speaking of Amos, bruh, hold on. All right, I'm about to pull it up while I'm talking about it. So basically, this I think this was around like season 4. I just go on my homepage, and I gotta look it up now because I just want to show you instead of like talking about it. But hello, can you load? All right. Where you at? I just saw you. Season 6. Hold on. Yeah, let me get off that. All right. So I go on to my my homepage, and this is what I see right here. So I'm like, all right, bro, like why would you do this? So I go and I click on a channel that's like, you know how like if you're on YouTube Shorts and you can click like don't show, like don't recommend this channel again. I'm like, is there a way that I could do that on the thing? I go up, and then so I just see this, and so like, meanwhile this like sounds like someone I know, and I was like, oh, that's not them. And then it clicks like I separate it, like I read it as is, and I'm like, and that guy. I was like, so this is obviously you're a fan of the show. Then I go back down, I just see Brody's face. Now this probably like around this time is probably like right around. Yeah. I see Brody's face. I'm like, because he look a little different, got a little shaven, and I was like, and I think maybe this one had just dropped or whatever. No, and I go back and see this. I'm like, Brody, that's how you do me, Mike? Oh, you can't even see that. I just see this one right here, and I'm like, yeah, that's for sure him. I'm like, that's how you gonna do me, my guy? Like, so yeah, so that was around like season 4. I made a comment of it, like in one of the reactions, like, but I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, so like I just tried to not think about it, but I already knew it was coming eventually. And then I had heard that it was because of some things behind the scenes. I don't know. I don't know if that's happened in this original source material, but yeah, that's tough, man. But yeah, the reason I heard there's things behind the scenes is because I went back after the death and saw what was talked about. But yeah, when it happened, I just knew from the little thumbnail that they had, I knew that, okay, it happens in a ship. So I didn't, because even when it's full screen, you got to really pay attention to see like the blood and stuff like that. So I'm thinking from that, it's whenever we get to a situation where like, I'm thinking he's about to sacrifice himself. Like, we have to go here and do this. So the whole time, I think I made comments in it when it pertained to like last video. I'm not sure, but I know for sure that I made a couple comments and I cut maybe like one of them out because I was like, all right, I'm talking about it too much. But I'm like, yeah, I know it's happening with Alex, but Bobby, you're also in the vehicle. And so that's what had me worried right there. So then when Bobby pulled up, I'm like, okay, maybe they're away from the blast radius, and then Alex blows up, and then I don't know, Holden gets there eventually. I don't know. I don't remember my train of thought. I just remember thinking, how is Bobby gonna get out of this? Oh, she's out the ship now. Then she was like, Alex, what's going on? And then he's just dead. And then next we got Marco finally making moves. Bro. Now when I say finally making moves, like obviously he did these things, but I'm like, the whole time when the rain gate was like a thing, I'm like, listen, I already said it before and I guess I'll say it again. But, and this is expanding upon it, which I said in the video. All right, so what didn't they say, like 1,400 rings? So let's say if I'm the whole, Belter army, I'll still have some Belters like in our solar system, and then maybe let's say split that into like. Let's say split into like, let's say like 5 groups or whatever. So a fifth of that would be like spread throughout, the belt. And then the other 4/5 of those will go into 4 different systems. Then within those systems, everyone will try to go to, well, not everyone, but like everyone eventually, not at once, will try to ease on to living on the planet. Those who can't hang, we gonna create our own system, our own like Belter system within that like system, if that makes sense. So like, let's say half aren't able to like be able to deal with the gravity or whatever. Okay, so then the other half, you know what I'm saying, y'all stay in the orbit and shit like that. That way, y'all actually have multiple planets, and y'all have, after a while, y'all are gonna have your own resources, your own navy, and y'all gonna be chilling. Why are we over here still trying to fight? And then speaking of like the finally making moves, what's going on with the proto molecule, bro? It's like every time when you think you got something figured out, they throw in like 20 more questions. Or whenever you think, okay, maybe they're just gonna like have that be like this own little storyline, then we bring it back up. Like you think, oh, everything's gonna end with Aaron Wright. Next thing you know, oh, I'm trying to think. Aaron Wright, was that season 2? I think that was season 3. Season 3. Hold on. No. Okay. So you think everything's gonna end with was it Palace? Oh no. Eros. You think everything's gonna end with that? With Miller. Then it evolves. Then you think it's gonna end with Aaron Wright. And then Fred Johnson still has a sample. Okay, then you think it's gonna end with that. Then like what, bro? What's happening with their ship? And then what is happening, bro? What's the big deal about the, was it a bracelet? Or I wrote necklace, but now I remember a bracelet. I don't remember which one it was now. But like, oh yeah, my mother, blah blah blah. We're doing things by the book now. I'm like, damn. Like, bro, he acting like he like defaced the he acting like she defaced like the Martian logo or some shit, bro. But yeah, so yeah, like I said at the beginning of the stream, check out the community. Hold up, I'm about to pull it up. Check out the community tab, and I'm gonna let this go for like 24 hours. After that 24 hours, then all right, hold on, let me see. That's when I'm gonna be, making my decision. Also, make sure y'all go, check out, drop your reactions. What anime should I, watch? Okay, that's not what I said to do. But yeah, so these are the choices we got right here. So right now, when did these have comments on them? So right now, the choices we got: watch along stream, no footage shown, and a review video. So basically, I'll just I'll react to it, and then after I do the react, so I'll probably do that 2 episodes, probably 2 or 3 episodes per video, and then I'll do the review video, or a watch along reaction stream and no video, and I'll just talk about like review of that, small review of that season, and then like what I thought about it, like towards the end of it, and then I'll probably talk more about it like when I'll probably do a characters tier list of the EXPANSE characters, and then eventually, gaming channel description down below. Whenever they drop that, this is different from the Game of Thrones. Now the Game of Thrones thing, if y'all want it, I'll still do it, because I could get a physical copy, but I'm not about to drop $60 and no one really cares to see it. But they're still doing the Expanse Telltale joint. Like this is something newer. So, but yeah, and then option C, I could do a review video or stream with no watch along reaction. And right now that one's in a lead. 10 votes. Yeah, so it's probably 3-3-4. So it's probably only got one more vote ahead of anything else. So either continue voting on that one, or if you don't want that one, then vote on whichever one you want. But yeah, what was I going? All right. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. So let's see what we got for tomorrow. All right. So tomorrow we bring about the react in the comments, and then we doing our final part of Last Kingdom. And then next week we gonna start getting some movies out that I haven't that I've been having in the reserves for a good minute. And also, you've seen on my channel, like it got to like, I don't know, like 80 or 90 views before it got blocked. But The Dark Knight Rises. So I deleted it. So okay. That was another thing with that Expanse Part 1. This hard drive, this is my most recent one. So I have one that's just been like a whole bunch of miscellaneous things. Then I got one specifically like for my reactions and other channels and stuff like that. That one filled up. And then I got one specifically for the gaming channel, which is irrelevant now since I'm gonna just be streaming on there regardless. And then I got this one for the reaction. 90% of everything that's in here is just is rest in peace. So the first part of the Expanse, rest in peace. The Dark Knight Rises reaction, rest in peace. And then I was like, let me just get the video and then just cut some things up. Like not even just go back into the project, but like use what I have and then cut some of that stuff up. Not even the video is like available. So, but instead of that, back when it dropped, and this is how you know how long ago this was, because this didn't drop in theaters. I got the Suicide Squad reaction that was blocked, and then before I knew how to work around it, like I was just like, well, you know, I'll try to fix it in the future, or maybe just have it if anyone's like, oh hey, react to it, I'm like, oh, I got it right here. So I'll just, you know, put that one instead. But yeah, it's gonna be it for this one. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Thumbs up, subscribe, stay tuned for the next one, and I'm out. Peace.